Hello, I'm Tasha. I'm from Sensi, and today I'm here with my friend Danny the dog. And Danny the dog tells me that sometimes he gets really, really worried. So I'm going to read him a story, and this story is called The Huge Bag of Worries. And I wonder if sometimes maybe you feel worried too? Let's read together. Jenny had always been happy. She had a lovely mum and dad, a great brother, well, most of the time. She had a best friend at school, and she liked her teacher. And then, of course, there was Loftus. That's Loftus. But recently, Jen had been getting gloomier and gloomier. It wasn't just one thing, it was everything. She was getting worried that she was getting too fat and that Loftus had fleas and that her best friend was going away. She was worried that she was getting bad marks at school and that she thought she heard someone whispering about her in the playground. She was worried when her mum and dad had an argument, and she was even worried about wars and bombs. Until one day, she woke to find a huge bag of worries. The bag followed her everywhere. It followed her to school, to swimming, even to the toilet. And it stuck by her even when she was watching the TV. That sounds so hard. That sounds really hard. She did try to ignore it, but it didn't work. She tried throwing it away, but it always came back. She tried to lock it out. And when she got back to her bedroom, there it was, waiting for her. It was like a horrible shadow that she couldn't get rid of. What could she do? She asked for her brother to help her, but he was busy with his computer game. And all he said was, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any worries." After that, she didn't feel like asking anyone else. She knew that she'd only feel stupid. Mum would probably say, "You've got no worries that I can see. You're a lucky girl. You've got your health and your friends, your family. What more do you want?" So she decided not to tell her. Dad might not know what to do, but then she thought that Dad had enough worries of his own, and she couldn't ask him. Every day, things just got worse. The bag got bigger and bigger and bigger. She couldn't sleep because it kept tossing and turning beside her all night. To make matters worse, the bag dragged around her feet so much that when she was walking to school, she was late and the teacher was cross. Jenny couldn't tell her what had happened, and anyway, she knew that she would say, "You've got too many worries. In future, leave that bag at home," which was really hard. I wonder if that's what it feels like for you sometimes. Maybe you feel like that sometimes too. When Jenny told her best friend about the bag, she suggested that Jenny locked it in a cupboard and tried not to think about it. "Okay, that's what I'll do," she said. So that's what they tried to do. And they squashed and pushed and tried to close the door, but it just didn't work. Even Loftus couldn't help. He tried his best and barked like mad, but the bag stood its ground. One morning, Jenny woke up, got dressed, and walked down the road. She'd had enough. The tears started rolling down her cheeks, and she sat on a garden wall and put her head in her hands. She thought that she'd have to live with the bag forever. Then she heard a voice, and looking up, she saw the kindly face of the old lady who lived next door. "Goodness," said the old lady. "What on earth is that huge bag of worries?" Through her tears, Jenny explained how it had followed her for weeks and just got bigger and bigger and just won't go away. "Now, let's just open it up and see what's inside," said the old lady. But Jenny said she couldn't. If she opened the bag, the worries might jump out, and who knew what might happen then. "Nonsense," said the old lady firmly. "There's nothing a worry hates more than being seen. If you have any worries, however small, the secret is to let them out slowly, one by one, and show them to somebody else. They'll soon go away." So Jenny opened the bag. The old lady sorted the worries into groups. Jenny was astonished to see how small they looked when they were out in the open. You can see them all sitting on the wall. They're much smaller than you think. They just feel really big when you can't really see them. Half the worries disappeared just because lots of worries just hate the light of day. As for the rest, the old lady put some in her shopping basket to deal with herself. Some she sent packing because she said they belonged to other people. There's some with some labels on. One's got a label that says Mum, and the other one's got a label that says Dad. Maybe you have some worries that actually belong to other people too. And some, the old lady just blew a kiss to. And some, she said, were worries that everyone had, even Jenny's family, her friends, and her teacher. They were everyday worries. And as for the bag just disappeared and flew away. And then Jenny had far fewer worries to think about. And I wonder if maybe we could look together at some of the things that are worrying you. And maybe you've got someone that can help you look at your worries and help you. Take care. Thank you for listening.